Hello there, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff happening in the Vtuber world, and today we talk about Otsuka Ray, the Vtuber who managed to succeed in making a living through her YouTube channel as a Vtuber, even though she had a child. If you're a Vtuber, you probably know by now majority of the Vtuber fanbase is made of guys. If you're a female Vtuber, the majority of your audience will be male. If you have a boyfriend or if you have a husband, going to be a very tough sell. And it's not just about unicorns and gachikois abandoning you, and that is a lot of VTubers, when they have a husband, maybe they have a boyfriend, they'll try to hide it. They'll even get mad if you try to tell them that the VTuber has a boyfriend. Many VTubers will try to hide their relationship so they can get more viewers, and then once they have enough viewers, enough fans, and their fans have been with them long enough, and that parasocial connection is strong enough, that's when they'll reveal their boyfriend and husband or whatever. Because by that point, the viewers are already invested. Now, Otsuka Ray, which is this girl right here, pink hair, she's in an even more drastic situation. Now, she doesn't have a husband, she doesn't even have a boyfriend, but she does have a child. And as a mom, a single unmarried mom, according to her bio, that is very difficult to deal with. For a lot of viewers, you will hear this and you will turn away. That is why it is a miracle that she managed to get 190,000 subscribers. While we are aware that, subscribers doesn't usually guarantee views, it is a significant achievement, and she's been making a living being a VTuber. That's why everyone is celebrating, and she felt especially emotional when her child went to kindergarten. After Otsuka Ray's child went to kindergarten, she put out this post regarding her child and expressed gratitude for the privileged position she was given. Otsuka Ray would say, "My daughter Reika will be entering kindergarten this spring. Without everyone's support, I wouldn't have been able to raise her as a single mother. Thank you so much. The day I found out I was unexpectedly pregnant, I felt really anxious. My parents were repeatedly in and out of the hospital, and I don't have any siblings. I wasn't sure if I could raise a baby properly without anyone to rely on. But my father, who passed away last year, told me he wanted to see the face of his grandchild, so I decided to give birth to Reika. I still remember being in critical condition when I gave birth, and how my father cried when the doctor asked him who he wanted to save. Reika did her best and came into this world." Otsuka Ray continues saying, "I'm incredibly grateful to have given birth to her, to have met Reika, who is this adorable. Since the day she was born, I loved her more than anything in this world every single day. Of course, life wasn't easy. I'm physically weak, so I breastfed Reika until she was 3, hoping she would grow up as strong as possible. And because I am a single mother, I chose to become a VTuber, so I could stay with her, by her side as much as possible." And this right here is very important, guys, because it was this crazy situation where a single unmarried mother was forced to care for a child that enraptured the hearts of fans worldwide. Many fans decided to support her because she was in need, because it was a sob story, because it was something they could do, make someone else's life even a little better. What could be more wholesome than a mother who became a VTuber so she could spend as much time with her child as much as possible? Otsuka Ray continues by saying, "Things weren't smooth sailing, and I've been living off the savings I earned from my idle days, but more and more people started to support me. Reika has grown up streaming with me. He was once a little baby, learning how to speak, learning how to sing, and now he has become a kindergartner. To everyone who has been watching over us, I would like to thank you all from my heart, and I hope will all continue to watch over us." A single mother choosing to become a VTuber so she could spend more time with her child and even make a living do that because of her fans was a very wholesome situation. That's why esports.gg, that usually covers gaming news, covered the situation. Otsuka Ray would respond to this article very positively by saying a few more words of gratitude to her fans. Otsuka Ray would say, "Even in the West, news media wrote about my message. I'm truly happy that the story of Reika and me was able to reach so many people and received such an overwhelming response. I've been told things like, you won't become famous streaming with a baby. You should hide the fact that you have a kid. That way you'll be more successful." When I first started streaming as a VTuber with my daughter Reika, I still decided to walk this path with Reika. If I gave up back then, I probably won't be receiving so many blessings from around the world like this. I would like to thank everyone again for all the heartwarming messages. A lot of fans are really happy that they managed to support her, so she doesn't need to worry about taking care of a child. Otsuka Ray is basically a symbol of hope. It shows that people are capable of great things. when they band together to support someone who was truly in need. And as we move on from this heartwarming tale of motherhood, we take a look at Onigiri, who's currently suffering because her own mom is asking when she's about to become a mom. That's right, Onigiri's mom wants grandchildren. We have Onigiri saying, just finished a catch-up call with my parents. My mom asked me what my 5-year life plan was, and if she was getting any grandchildren, and if I made any calculated plans. The way I broke out in cold sweat to that question as if I was at a job interview or parent-teacher interview when you were a kid. Well, look what we have here. A daughter who's afraid of becoming a mom. Someone responded saying, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And Onigiri said, please don't do this to me. Crying emoji, crying emoji. It's okay, Onigiri. One day you'll find a husband and have children if you aren't already married. Speaking of marriage, we take a look at someone who's unmarried, Dizzy Dokuro. You might remember Dizzy Dokuro as one of the members of Face Connect. More notably, she's one of the managers at Face Connect, and she does a news segment for the company. She's one of the only bondage VTubers that is well known, and that's because bondage is not everyone's cup of tea. She's also famous for being unmarried, as well as having a sister who's a piece of work, though she has mentioned that she doesn't want to talk about it, even though she did talk about it on Twitter. A very contradictory messaging there. And that same Dizzy is about to go on a hiatus. That's right, she's taking a break to rethink her life situation. What do you have to say for yourself, Sakana? We have Dizzy Dokuro saying, as sudden as this may seem, after much consideration, I've decided to take an indefinite break. The truth is, I'm not as steady as I need to be right now, and I'll return when I can fully show up and continue to support everybody. Thank you for being patient with me. Sounds pretty sad for the average Dizzy fan, but remember she's unmarried, so she might take this time to perhaps magically find a husband who likes Digimon as well. By the way, I know a lot of you ship Dizzy with Sakana, but hey, he's already married, so what can you do? Sakana can't save Dizzy. You know, Dizzy may be the one who gave Face Connect the name Sad Girl Company, but I think she herself is making the prophecy even more real by being a sad girl herself. Good luck on your hiatus, Dizzy. I'm sure your fans will welcome you back with open arms. It will be as if you never left. Anyway, that's more than enough sad girl for today. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching. This is Terry Nebula signing out.